Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Kindly remember to subscribe, like and comment down below. Hello traders, welcome to my YouTube channel. So thank you so much for clicking. So in this video, we're going to be looking at the ICT daily bias. So I'm going to give you a very simple step-by-step guide on how you can determine your daily bias. So even before we begin, I'd like to mention that if you have not checked out my website, this is the link right here. So you can go to the link. It is www.thepricetrader.com. If you want to learn professional trading, you can check out my website. You'll find the course that I'm offering there. It is actually a course that will help you to become a professional trader and be able to do your own analysis, and potentially make profit by going into the charts and trading. So to begin with, I'm in the pound dollar. So this is the 19th of February 2023. This is the weekly chart of the pound dollar. So the first thing I want to outline is that you go to the weekly chart when you want to determine your daily bias. So the first step, go to the weekly chart. What you want to do in the weekly chart is simple. You want to determine, for example, if you're in this week, what you want to determine is where are we and where are we likely to go next. So for example, in this week, we saw the market come off these highs. So it ran away from those highs. It left an imbalance right here. So I've outlined this imbalance. This was actually an imbalance that was left previous weeks, and then we saw this week rally higher and enter into that imbalance and fill it. So once it filled it, we see that we got rejection. So that's the first signal that will give you confidence of where the market may go next. So once you have this rejection from an imbalance, then we know that this imbalance is sensitive to price. So the next thing we want to do, we know that if this market has rejected this imbalance, what you want to ask yourself is, where is it likely to go next? Is it likely to go higher into the next week now? Is it likely to continue higher, or is it likely to go lower? So even before I tell you maybe what I'm thinking in this scenario, just pause the video and ask yourself, where is it likely to go next from that moment in price? So from the close of this weekly candle, where is the next weekly candle likely to go next? So that answer, is it higher or lower? That is your weekly bias. That is the only way you determine your weekly bias, and that's it. There's no more complicating it. It's as simple as that. So for me, I'll conclude that the next week is likely to go lower. So that is the conclusion, because we have already come off this imbalance. We have already seen the market go lower, and we're already seeing that it is coming towards this low, potentially towards this sell side liquidity. So actually, liquidity is what you want to check in terms of where the market is going. So for instance, when it is here, it is likely to go lower because we have seen rejection here. But the next thing we want to look at is, we have liquidity. So we have a sort of a place where the market is being attracted towards. So that is liquidity and this imbalance. So those are the only two things you want to look at when you're looking at bias, or in this instance, weekly bias or daily bias. You want to look at where the liquidity is and where the imbalances are. So in this instance, we're already seeing rejection. So I've outlined this imbalance and this sell side liquidity, and I truly believe this market will come towards this imbalance, because now this is our drawn liquidity. So that is your daily bias. So that is your weekly bias, sorry. So this weekly bias. So once you have determined the weekly bias, that's it. You now drop to the daily chart. So you're going to be dropping into the daily chart, and we're looking now. So be mindful that I've started from the weekly chart, because this is what dictates the daily bias. This is what dictates what the daily chart will be doing. So once you have this, now drop to the daily chart. So let's drop into the daily chart so that we can see exactly how we can determine our daily bias. So we are in the daily chart, and as you can see, This is that weekly imbalance that we already outlined. So let me, I think that's perfect. So we already came off those highs, and we are seeing actually the market in the daily chart leaving a lot of imbalances. So, and then we saw the market retrace back higher into that weekly imbalance and also this daily imbalances. So during this day, we were still watching for the market to continue higher because we already saw it continue higher. It was being attracted to this weekly imbalance. So our daily bias from this low was potentially bullish until we hit this weekly imbalance. So that's how you determine your daily bias. So the same thing we'll be doing here. Where are we based on that weekly bias? So in this instance, we have already come off this weekly imbalance as we already outlined. And now look at this day. This day aggressively ran away from that level. And this day also was a bearish day. So we left an imbalance right here. So this is the key now that we'll use now to determine our daily bias. We have already come off that weekly imbalance. We are creating a daily imbalance. So during this day, maybe potentially we will not have known that the market will come back up specifically during this day, but we already took out some sell side liquidity here, and then we saw the market retest back higher. So now from this day, where is the market likely to go? That's the question you want to ask yourself. Is it likely to go higher or lower today, the day you're trading? And that is your daily bias. So in this instance, when you're in this day, so remember that generally in the weekly chart, we're expecting the market to come to this low and potentially this. So don't forget that that is our weekly bias. So now the daily bias will shift from bullish to bearish depending on where the daily wants to go fast before it fulfills this weekly bias. So in this instance, when you are coming off this imbalance, so this day when it closed, this very next day, you want to be bearish because we have already hit that weekly imbalance and we have seen rejection away from it, and we have already taken buy side liquidity. So this specific day, this was 15th February 2023, the daily bias was bearish because it was more likely to go lower because of what it had done than go higher. So this day already showed us that we have rejection. So this very next day, the bias was bearish. The very other day, this was Thursday, 16th February, you are also bearish because we already have our targets here. So we are bearish to this loss because this was the drawn liquidity, and potentially we could have gotten here. But you see the market did not get to this loss. So maybe it closed Friday. Now next week we might see now. That's why we're anticipating the next week. If we are anticipating bearishness, then it means the market may go higher first and then come down to drop into those sell side liquidities. So anyway, this specific day, the very next day, what I'll be expecting is a bullish bias because we have this drawn liquidity here that could be potentially used. So the market may go higher just to go lower, because the market can't just go lower without seeking some form of premium. So this is where premium and discount comes in. So you'll expect the market to go higher first at the beginning of the week because your weekly bias is bearish. So the beginning of the week you might be bullish, maybe Monday or Tuesday. Then once we hit this imbalance and this order block, you want this now, because the order flow is now bearish, you want this imbalance and this order block to hold prices and now shift lower. So once we hit it and you see a response, then the very next day you'll be bearish. So that's how you determine your daily bias. There's no complication. It's just as simple as that. It's just a matter of likelihood. The scenario you're in, what is the likelihood of the market? What is it likely to do next? That is all about your daily bias. So I hope this video was very insightful. If you have any comments, any questions, you can ask it in the comment section below. Just let me know if anything, maybe you want clarification based on this video. Just let me know and I'll be sure to answer you in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Also let me know what kind of content you want to see or any suggestions you have. Thank you.